Anyway, let's march on, everybody. Let's do it. Well, it's February on, I suppose. To March, because again, we're going to give the boys the opportunity here to try and prove themselves before deadline day. What's the ranking for franchise modes? Ooh, that's a good question. Hey, small beer fridge, right? Vasily Ponomarev. Enter, hopefully, yeah. 23 years old, medium 9. Not much flipping potential. He's listed as a playmaker, which is probably accurate for him. He's not the worst player to pick up. Let's go ahead and claim him. Let's do that. Where's the face scan emote? I can add that soon, to be honest. You know what? Endo, are you available for me to send you this picture so you can set it up as an emote for me?
I'm just trying
got
to
the
walk
HC
through
Max
this
for the
fucking
fall, by the way.
grass.
In terms of where I would rank the console-based franchise modes, and here, let me send this picture to Endo. In terms of where I'd rank them, so again, we're talking about like NBA, Madden, CFB, MLB, FC. Honestly, I'd have to put a lot of thought into it because in previous years, it would have been very easy to be like Madden's at the bottom, stuff like that. But again, the games have gotten better. Like, I gotta be honest, like, I still enjoy it a lot. MLB might be at the bottom just because that's a mode that has not gotten a ton of love over the years, even if it is a pretty stellar mode on its own. And here, Endo, let me send you the video file too, so you can capture that. But yeah, honestly, I don't think there's necessarily a bad franchise mode that you get from a console-based game right now. There are just obviously some that are better than others, and then you'll have a game like Madden where it's like, okay, this should be a hell of a lot better than it is, but at least it's still playable. So yeah, I'd actually have to put a little bit more thought into it than I thought initially. Let's see if I can send it down the small beer fridge, and we did get away with it. So Ponomarev's in the system now, which is nice. But the Curry era was everything that we needed. Yeah, we don't have to talk about that with NBA. They dropped the ball a little bit with their additions for their mode this year. Can you make players develop defensive X factors and make goalies develop X factors through season goals? I haven't seen it yet. I'm hoping that's the case. If not, that's a major oversight on their part that they will hopefully fix. EA needs to find a way to obtain the rights for the PWHL. I'd say it's relatively likely, especially now that they've actually decided on their branding. Rasmus Kapari. Yeah, I don't really need him. You know, now that they've announced the team names and stuff like that, it's probably a little bit closer to happening. But in terms of, like, would we get to the point where you look at, like, an NBA 2K, they have their WNBA modes that essentially could be their own game at this point. Do I think they have the time and the resources to essentially make PWHL the video game within NHL? Probably not. But yeah. How do I feel about the gameplay? I haven't played a ton yet, to be honest. I don't hate it. Again, I've been a big advocate for slowing the game down. I think it's been unrealistically fast for a while. So I think for that reason, it's in a little bit of a better spot, but I still haven't played a ton. But I've also seen a lot of positive responses towards it. I mean, obviously, there are some people that are going to hate it no matter what, but we need a dedicated college hockey game like we have for CFB. That's never going to happen. That is just flat out never going to happen. I can't imagine that ever happening. The best I think you could hope for would be NCAA integration within this game, which would be great. Especially, you know, if it continues to allow them to have access to NCAA players to get them into the game. And, you know, especially if they could then work that into, like, fucking Beer Pro, to give Beer Pro something, that would be cool. But, again, like, it comes off as bootlicking or defending them, but, you know, like I said, I've been in a privileged position thanks to you guys and your support over the years to be able to, you know, get that closer info and to directly see the process with my own eyes. I always want this game to be better, and it can still be significantly better than it is. Do I think the dev team does a good enough job given the size of the team and the resources that they have or lack thereof? I do think they do okay, even if it means something like Be a Pro doesn't get touched to the point where you can't even skip the opening cutscene, which I agree totally sucks. But they have a lot of people that wear a lot of different hats. It's like, hey, it's a big year for Ishul. We need a little bit more help with Ishul. They might take someone that works on franchise to work on Ishul a little bit. So maybe it's, franchise doesn't get as much love in certain regards as it could. This year isn't one of those examples, but you get the point. 22, 26, and 10. We have one win in our last 10 games and are currently 7 points out of the playoffs. Granted, but 3 games at hand on Philadelphia. There's no doubt, we're going to look to trade away certain players that are on expiring deals at this deadline yet again. No reason to necessarily push to keep the team together. But we'll see. He also changes the trash in the office, cleans bathrooms. That's true. It's not. That's my job when I go there. Is welcome in the franchise guy. He's here to change the light bulbs because Rammer's not in the office that day. Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens. Let's go to the deadline. I was really hoping we might be able to push for the playoffs. It's clearly not going to happen. So let's see what we can do. And the rest of this year, we'll see if we can play some of the younger guys still. And, oh my God, Boston just kicked the shit out of us. And we'll see what's up. For Be a Pro, bring back playing full seasons in CHL. Yeah, I mean, again, like that idea of like, hey, I've been a proponent of like, be able to play a full season in the CHL, be able to play a full season in Europe, be able to play in the ECHL would be great. A lot of stuff like that, All right, let's list ourselves the sellers and go to the second deadline at the helm of this team. Thomas Chabot, Jonas Brodin, Matheson, Anderson, and big year for defense. Alex Ovechkin is also out there, but at least we have a draft lottery. I've also heavily argued for a draft lottery screen like we have in NBA. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So let's see again. We do not have a first-round pick this year, which is a bit devastating, but we do have Evan Bouchard. We'll see if I live to regret that. For the goaltenders. Wow, Daig's already up by 4. Merzlikins and Decord are both with 1 year left. Move over here. What could Joey Decord get us? Second round pick. Reacquired to no terror. Braden Yeager? Really? Really? Callum Rich. Jesus Christ. Okay, they clearly need to factor in recent performance a little bit more. I'd almost feel bad for pulling off some of those trades. That's ridiculous, quite frankly. I might consider it just because, but... so let's see. Yarasek's on an expiring deal, but obviously we don't want him to go anywhere. Del Gaizo, Crawl. I can't imagine they have any value. Yeah, aside from like flipping them for, some younger dudes that might be okay. Is there anybody with a really high value that's on an expiring deal that isn't someone like Fantilli? Not really. To be honest, we're looking relatively locked in with what we have here. Yeah, for the most part, it's just, hey, do you want to flip certain people? Doogie grows a heart for the CPU. Are you doing okay? I don't know. I don't know. May have picked up something on the flight home, I don't really think there's too much for us to do here. Like, whatever. We need goaltenders. They're not the most expensive in the world. Like, yeah, there's value there, but we don't have to rip off the AI at every possible turn. Don't have to immediately flip Severson because whatever. No, honestly, I think I'm okay with just kind of keeping the team as is. Is Marchenko going to hit 30? 9 goals in 21 games. All right, Kirill. We'll see if you can make it. Yeah, there's really not that much to do. Not at all. Like I said, there are definitely some players we could move to squeeze out a little bit of value, but I mean, I'm not too worried about it. It just doesn't feel right to trade Joey Decord for a second round pick when his numbers look like that. It just doesn't feel fair. Yeah, I don't feel it's necessary. I don't feel it's necessary. Oh yeah, no, I sent the video in case you wanted to get a different screen grab of a screen grab. Yeah, it's like we could trade Elvis for a second, a third, and Ryan Paling. Like that's brutal. Patrick Laine has been traded to Chicago. Yeah, it's like Merzlikins is at like a 900. And again, we could deal both these guys next year. Technically with even more value because they'll be on expiring contracts. I think the AI will be a little bit more enticed. They might even give up more. Then again, Jet Greaves is going to be pushing for a backup spot next year. Gabriel Daig is getting better that much more quickly than expected, too. Dude, it's just robbing the AI blind, man. A second and a third, Callum Ritchie. Okay, there are some offers that fell off a little bit. I'd probably take the second and a third. I don't necessarily want to take teams' top prospects. Do the Avalanche need a goalie? I know that they lost Georgiev in this timeline. They have Anuin and Jones. They only have 3. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. This is one of the examples where the AI is kind of lacking. I'll send Decord to Colorado for a second and a third. We'll do that. Especially just because I need extra picks. Since I don't have my first. And that means we can rock Merzlikins and Greaves. And then probably Hellberg, too, can compete. And then Thieland and Lalonde can start in the AHL. I don't think we're trading Elvis this year, at least. I don't think we are. Yeah, for the most part, I think we're okay. Goodbranson. Ooh, Goodbranson's on the last year of his deal. Let's see if we can move out Eric Goodbranson. Hopefully to a winner. To get him something. Oh my god, there is just no value whatsoever for Eric Goodbranson. Yeah, he seems like a prime Toronto Maple Leaf, doesn't he? They seem like they would love Eric Goodbranson. Get Braden Kressler back for him. Or even Emil Viro just for the year. You know what, Eric? Have fun in Toronto, buddy. Go win a cup. Go win a cup in Toronto. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. So Yarosek, Fozil, Nazco, Ogaizo, Crawl. I mean, again, I'm good with keeping those guys just because, like, whatever. I'd have to sign random people. Otherwise. And what universe is Goodbranson given a clause at all? A universe where Jarmo Kekalainen was a GM for way too long. That universe. All right. Man, this is going to be a much quieter deadline than I anticipated. We have to keep Oshie around because he's a cap whale. Make sure that we were over the floor. To be honest, I might have to go out there and sign somebody else, although it's showing cap available as $2 million. We might still be okay. There is an argument about Cole Sindra. I think we're good. Let's take a look, though, to see if there's anybody that is on somebody else's trade block that we might be able to get for relatively cheap. And we'll try to make the most of that. Sabres are looking to get rid of some medium top 6 potential guys. Consta Hellenius would probably be the top target. What would they want for Hellenius? Svozil, Matejchuk, Svechkov. 2/3. That's worth it, to be honest. Again, though, I don't necessarily want to take away all of a team's top prospects, but in reality, you never know when someone is going to get dealt. But yeah, I mean, 14th overall in 2024 for 2/3. I don't want to rob the AI that blindly. I gotta be honest. I have a heart, but that's brutal that the AI is willing to do that, to be honest. Anderson, Backlund. Yeah, to be honest, I gotta make a note of that really quickly. I'll send that along. Tuki's taking this face turn seriously, I guess. How about this goddamn nose itch? It's definitely not a coke habit. Mr. Van Acker, Paul Ludwinski. I mean, I was hoping to see where it's like, okay, clearly trade difficulty on hard, yes. Which makes it worse that offer was out there. I'm looking for something specific here. I'm looking for a strong, like, rehabilitation project is ideally what we're looking at here, instead of just robbing a team of their top prospects. Like Mike Matheson. I mean, Joachim Kamel. Molendyk. Clause system's interesting. Haven't had to use it too much in playthroughs. I'm intrigued to see who elects to want one and who doesn't. If you're looking for a project, PLD is out there. Caps a legend. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Yeah, I don't think there's really anybody that I'm dying to go for in a trade here either. I think we're good. There just wasn't that much that we had to do, leaving the wheeling and dealing for some of the other teams. Hatanen at 22. I immediately like getting Easton Cowan away from the Leafs. I'm like, ruins some of the fun for me. And of course, we have no reason. Ovi won't even come here, nor will John Carlson. They're both saying, keep me the hell away from that team. So I think we're good. We'll see what the AI happened to do on the day, but we did a lot of our trading previously. Hayden Fleury, 3 years left at 1.5. Jesus. No. We will not be claiming Hayden Fleury. All right, let's see. Activity feed. What did we have? Picks and trading. Varlamov on his way to Seattle. Mario Ferraro goes to Minnesota. Ethan Bear to Chicago. David Savard and Harvey Pinard to Vancouver. Artem Zub and Lawson Krause both to Philadelphia. Got to add that grit, you know. Jake Evans to the Kings. Of course, we sent Erica Branson to Toronto just to try to do him a favor. See, like, Beckett Seneca getting traded for Sonny Milano. Just doesn't quite sit right with me. You know? Not quite. I don't know what Seneca's potential is in this game. It's probably a medium 6. I'm actually going to double check that right now. We should go through contracts. He's high top 6. Is he really? Yeah, you're right. I mean, Milano is an 84 overall, but No, Vinny, a medium starter. Ugh. I think, again, I want to take a couple of screenshots here, because I'd argue maybe the AI should value a little bit more. And then we want to look at forwards. Sonny Milano. We also need to see where Anaheim happens to be in the standings. Second in the Pacific. And then looking at how Milano did or has done this season. I mean, he has been good. Offensively. Defensively, not so much, but he's been on a bad team. It's borderline, maybe just because, like, Seneca being a high top 6 is what the third overall pick. I don't know. That's a bit of a tough one. Let's go see what other trades went down. But I marked that down. A couple screenshots to send along. I'd argue medium 6 and high 6 should probably have higher trade value than they do. Let's see. We had Adam Henrique and Klim Kostin to Vegas for 2 seconds. Of course, we dealt Joey Decord. John Marino to Edmonton. Jamie Benn to Anaheim for Braden Yeager and Colson Petra. So clearly Anaheim was going all in. They got rid of Braden Yeager. They got rid of Emil Vinny, Bennett Seneca. Like, they're going all in. Patrick Laine to Chicago. Steen Stolberg dealt for Jared Spurgeon. Man, yeah, Anaheim got Jared Spurgeon, too. They empty the cupboards. We're going for it. Holy shit. Bjorkstrand and Mahora to Buffalo. Jake Bean to Winnipeg. Nick Wan, Ben Hutton for Chekhov. Wow. I mean, it makes sense that Carolina would deal a goalie. I'm just surprised it was Chekhov. And Bixel. Deal involving Alex Nylander. Like Anderson for JT Compher. A couple of pieces involved as well. There's some interesting trades there. Maybe not the best examples of AI management. The biggest shock is obviously Anaheim blowing up their prospect pool to go for it. Let's bump up Jack Greaves. And give Jack Greaves a chance to prove he can be a backup for the rest of the year. We picked up Vero in a trade. Denton Mateychuk is now a top 6 defenseman. Whereas Nazko didn't take that step up. He's been good, though. I figure if it's Werenski, Bouchard, Svozil, Yarosek, Nazko would have to go through waivers. So we've had prospects for too long, desperate for results. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's funny, though. California's turning back around. All 3 teams. I mean, obviously the Sharks are a little bit further away. But for the longest time, especially with Eastern Conference teams, like, man, did we dread the California road trip, because it was just one, oh God, just one ass whooping after another. So it will be kind of nice in some ways, not all, but in some ways, to have California get back to prominence. Endo, you did a phenomenal job. Well done. Well done. They're on the up and up ever since Sin left, right? Oh, goodness. So the question is, I don't want to risk losing Nazko on waivers because he's been okay. So Vero is going to go down, but we're going to leave Mateychuk in the AHL for the rest of the year. We'll call up Mark Del Gaizo to be the 7th man, I should say. But yeah, we know that Mateychuk's going to make the team next year, so this might be Severson's last season. TJ Oshie, unfortunately, we're going to have to move him into being more of a depth player, even though it might be the end of his career. Wow, Jordan Dumais. Monster season in Cleveland, you see, because monsters. Jackson Blake's also a playmaker. Do we have a 2-way? No, we do have Cam Butler as a grinder. I mean, we definitely have some younger guys that we want to see play. We just got to put them in a position to succeed. DeMay and Blake aren't going to be able to play where I need them to play. Shits and giggles, Cam Butler. We're going to give you an opportunity if possible. I'm going to send down Tanner Jeannot. If we lose him on waivers, so be it. But again, we want younger players to be able to play, and nobody claimed Tanner Jeannot. We don't have... Oh, we do have Philman as a two-way. Even though he should not be a two-way. He should be anything but a two-way. Okay, maybe Jeannot comes back up. Maybe. Let's put Kiviranta through waivers really quickly, too. Nobody claimed him. And then at center, Monahan's going nowhere. So ideally, we need a fourth line left wing. And that can be Svechkov. Because we know he was actually good as a two-way. So that'll make room for Fedor. Like I said, we're trying to get some of the younger guys some playing time here at the end of the season. And that will be fourth line, left wing, Fedor Svechkov. And right wing side, we want... Actually, instead of Hunter McCown there, let's put Butler in, and then Oshie's going to be our healthy scratch, and we're going to give Hunter McCown a better opportunity on a higher line just for the memes. When it comes to contract signings, you got to treat all these guys like Cam Neely's treating. It's not. That's not. I think that's the team for the rest of the year. So Svechkov gets a chance. Cam Butler gets a chance, just kind of out of necessity. But we know that certain players, we're going to have to try to move them around a little bit more. Defense still looks all right. By the way, Del Belbelou's 11 points in 25 games. That's not awful for how kind of mid our team has been. And then we'll take out Magnus Hellberg for Jet Greaves. Get him some playing time. Okay. And that'll mean for the AHL, Mr. Totally Spanish... Yeah, I think we're going to have to take... Nah, you know what? I like Kiviranta too much. I got to make tough choices. It's fine. Let's get Luca Pinelli in there. And we'll take out Puljujarvi for now for Max McHugh. Just leave that as it is. And then defense. Anybody I can take out for Philip Kral? I mean, Vero, but he's nothing crazy. Right side. Okay, we're good. And goalies, Thelen and Lalonde. Cool. So the AHL in some ways gets weakened a bit, but I think now it's just a matter of seeing how some of our key players can do throughout the rest of the season. And then the off season will be big for us when it comes to, again, trying to get certain players to change their player types. But let's finish up season 2. And the Edmonton Oilers in first place in their division are going to be loving life once they have potentially the first overall pick, thanks to us. But at least we have Evan Bouchard, or do we? At least for the next week, we don't. God damn it. 4 first-round picks for Evan Bouchard might prove to be a mistake. Fantilli injured as well. Oh, man, all the injuries. All the injuries. Mark Delgaizo's hurt. Jesus Christ. Injuries just show up in bunches. It's crazy. We'll call up Peak, I suppose, because why not? Somebody's going to get called up. TJ Oshie's playing second-line center right now because of all the injuries. Crazy. All right. Don't make me fix the power play. Ugh. All right. Head coach preferred lines. Fuck it. We'll fix it after. We'll fix it after. Had a hunch that was going to happen eventually. And now Bouchard's pissed. Yep, that was bound to happen. That was bound to happen to us at least once. There it was. Oh, Evan, you pissed even more? Yep. All right. Well, that's why you don't go head coach best lines, because Evan Bouchard's immediately pissed. Evan, shut up. Oh my God. All right. Well, is he finally done complaining? Yes, he is. Oh, boy. All right. Well, I've managed to completely ruin my relationship with Evan Bouchard thanks to a week-long injury. So that's good. That's ideal, right? All right. Fantilli's still hurt. So Lindstrom, Johnson, Marchenko. Oh, boy. All right. Let's reorganize all of this, shall we? That's the second liner, TJ Oshie, for the moment. What does he mean, though, he wasn't playing on the top pairing? He's right there. And he's on the top power play unit, so it is just outright a glitch. A pain in the ass, that's for sure. All right, well. I mean, I'm sure Evan was mad enough that, of course, we're not very good this year. Actually, we might not even be bad enough to... We're kind of pushing for the playoffs right now. Which is good, but also hilarious, and not good, but also good. Fantilli's still not healthy. Are we going to fuck around and make the playoffs here? We're actually kind of close because of all the overtime losses. If we make the playoffs, I'm not complaining, by the way. Not at all. Not at all. All right, now Fantilli's back. He's not at 100%. It's enough for us. I think Peak was playing, so let's send down Del Gaizo. There we go. Now Fantilli's healthy. So let's go best lines again just to make sure that he is in. The next Bouchard deal in real life is going to be interesting. It is, because I'm very intrigued to see how they manage the cap. Very, very intrigued. But I think obviously Oilers fans are feeling a little bit better about, the team long term, because you get Draisaitl to sign already. You're going to feel pretty confident. It's never a guarantee, but you're going to feel pretty confident that Connor's coming back as well. And even if you lose Evan Bouchard, as long as you have those two, you're going to be feeling pretty good about your team's chances. Pretty good indeed. Dude, we're in a playoff spot right now. All we had to do was get rid of Eric Goodbranson. And all of a sudden, the Columbus Blue Jackets are in a playoff spot at 34, 30, and 10. 9-1 in our last 10 games. Never mind, Edmonton. No first overall pick for you. Our defense, summarized by goals against per game, is 8th best. Our penalty kill is now 7th in the league. Sean Monahan leading this team in points as we are up on Pittsburgh by 5 points with the same amount of games played. We might actually fuck around and make the playoffs here. That is insane. Marchenko's on 27. If Marchenko hits 30 goals, he gets schnipe. I don't think Evan Bouchard's winning the Norris this year, though. 2.3% shooting. Oh, my God. Three goals for Kirill Marchenko in these final few games. And I mean, Caden Lindstrom very much in the running for the Calder. This is going to be a very interesting finish to the season. Very interesting indeed. We have the Dallas Stars. And we lose 4-3. Now 3 points up on Pittsburgh. The Winnipeg Jets. A 4-1 loss. Oh, baby, here we go. Time to choke. Time to choke. Bouchard was set to be the finisher on the power play, too, midway through the season. It hasn't helped him at all. He's just not getting it done. The Penguins have jumped us by 1 point. We have a game at hand as we play Chicago and win 6-4. Jeez, this is going to be right down to the wire, isn't it? 3 games left. Excuse me, 5 games left. And we're a point up on Pittsburgh with a game at hand. The Islanders. 5-0 shutout win. The Rangers the next day. 7-4. 3 points up on Pittsburgh with 3 games left. They might actually do this. Now a point up on Pittsburgh with a game at hand. Marchenko on 29. We play Philadelphia. And lose 5-3. Currently in the playoffs by 1 point. The Penguins are a point ahead now. We have a game at hand. Marchenko still on 29. It's the New York Islanders in Columbus. First period, 2-1 Islanders. Goals for Pulock and Holmstrom, Sean Monahan for us. Second period, 4-2. Del Belbalou scores, but Holmstrom and Horvat. We're down by 2 in the third. Del Belbalou scores again. The lead's down to 1. We are fighting for our playoff lives. Cole Sillinger has tied the game at 4. Power play for New York. No dice. If we're going to lose in overtime. Can we, in fact, get to overtime? William Dufour. Gavin Brindley. Del Belbalou. What is this team? The hat trick for Luca Del Belbalou. The Blue Jackets win 6-5 in regulation. 2 goals in 20 seconds to steal the game. What the hell just happened? That's insane. What a performance. What a call-up. Del Belbalou. Please tell me it's not like Del Belbalou. It'll come down to the final game of the season. Win and we are in. Otherwise, we need the Penguins to screw it up as we play the Washington Capitals. A win and we are in. Kirill Marchenko. Sir, you needed 30 goals to accomplish your goal for the season. You have 29. Also, remember how we were doing this before they actually added this feature into the game, and now the feature's in the game, and that's pretty cool. Kirill Marchenko needs 1 more goal, man. 1 more. Also, fucking Luca Del Belbalou. Look at him, dude. He's got 30 points in 45 games. Guy's ready. The guy is ready. Holy shit. Okay, so really quickly, we need to change up the power play units again. We need to change up these power play units. We need to just feed the puck to Kirill Marchenko. Honestly, Monahan's fine, but get Marchenko into that spot. Finisher needs to be Marchenko. Get him the puck for this last game. And if we make the playoffs, we'll change up lines again if need be. It is the Washington Capitals. Final game of the year. Win and we make the playoffs. Kirill, I'm begging you. First period. We're up 2-1. Tom Wilson started off the scoring, then Kent Johnson. And who else? Del Bel Belluz. We're up 2-1. Second period. Del Bel Belluz again. Dude, he's unreal. But it comes down to the third period. Marchenko, we need you. I might have to jump in to try and get him the goal, man. Del Bel Belluz cannot stop scoring. Come on. Marchenko, where are you at? Oh, we got 4 minutes. What the fuck? What the fuck? Do I leave it up to chance? I'm gonna let chat vote on this one. Oh, let's see. We can jump in, we can watch, or we can sim. Those are your options, chat. Do we jump in and play? Do we watch the rest of this game? Or do we just sim it and leave it up to chance? Chat's going with the jump in. Overwhelmingly with the jump in. Okay. All right, that's pretty overwhelming. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see what we can do. I don't even know what difficulty we're on right now. I'll have to check. We're on 20-minute periods. It's quick settings, isn't it? Empty netter. You're like me and feel the shield on my new Kings looks stupid. It's a bit much. Okay, we are on Superstar. Good. On ice trainer can go off though. It's a bit much, but I mean it's still nice that they went back to the old look. All right, Kirill Marchenko. Can we get you that 30th goal? Potentially get you that X factor. Can we do it? A win and we're in the playoffs. Can we do it? He's going to be out here as well. Oh, God. Auto back skates on. No, thank you. No, thank you. Let's not do auto back skate. Thank you very much. Yikes. Yeah, Bouchard, let's see what... Ref! Here he is. Here's the lad. He needs a goal. Kirill the thrill. He's got nowhere to go. Oh, Marchenko, you got to fight more than that, buddy. Oh, Marchenko. He's making moves. He's making moves. Would have been nice if Zach Werenski. Oops. Didn't mean to start a ruckus. No! No! Don't send him to the box! Who's the penalty on? Don't be Marchenko. I didn't even see who the hell that was. Well, I think Ovi's going to the box. That's right. Take a seat, Ovi. You trash. Oh, sweet. I got a power play out of that. Let's go. Oh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is our time. Power play. By Bouchard. Monahan's got that ability. Marchenko. He cannot pick a corner to save his life. We're leaving that top unit out. Marchenko's out here. We got to leave this top unit out there. All right, Fantilli, we need a face-off win here, please. Thank you. Bouchard. Jesus Christ. Nice one-timer, Kirill. You just hit that man right in the fucking face. That's incredible. Doink. Right in the face. Ah, poor Kent. There you go, Fantilli. Marchenko! It was wide open! It was 3 feet in front of you! Oh, dude, Monahan's a beast. All right, Kirill, you're tired as hell. Send it low. Ken's tired too. All right, we got to call a timeout. We got to keep this first unit out here. We need that timeout. Oh, goodness. All right, Kirill. I believe. I believe. So the purple, you'll get like an increased ability during grudge matches that are exclusive to that. Oh, it's kind of cool. It shows on ice. I forget what that one is in particular. But it's attached to like your performance from the prior game. Oh, dude, my coach has he has my hairline. I can't get rid of this guy. Actually, in fairness, my hairline's better than that shit. Holy hell. Buddy, give it up. All right, Fantilli, please. We need a face-off win desperately. I cannot win a face-off with Fantilli. We can do that, though. I was hoping Marchenko would get open for a one-timer, but he decided to just square up. I cannot hit him. Go Boosh. Fantilli, do you got the speed? Yes, you do. Get low to Johnson. Let's see if we can find Marchenko here. Kirill, I need you to get in position to do something. Deflection? Ah, we almost got him. Almost. Oh, shit. No. Hell of a save by Hellberg. Woo. We're running out of time, man. We might need that empty netter. We might need it. So you guys can see the stamina. Oh, Del Bell Blues! Oh, what a block. He can do it all. All right, I see Dude, Del Bell Blues is a beast. Oh, my God. Couldn't get to Marchenko, though. Shit. There you go, Kirill. We're still not pulling the goalie. Kirill's dead. Monahan. Marchenko. Oh, we don't have a timeout either. I just got to do my best to keep that. That was Marchenko getting decked. I just got to keep this top unit out there. Up, Kent. Up, Urasek. Throw it on. Marchenko's there. Couldn't get it. Ah, bad time to poke. Pull the goalie. There it is. This is our time. No, what a block by Svozil. Lindstrom. Marchenko. Yeah. Whew. It was stressful. But Kirill Marchenko hits 30 goals on the season. And accomplishes his goal. That should get him schnipe, and it might, in fact, mean he can actually be a top 6 scoring winger for us. Whew, I did not think we were getting that shot through. They were very much in the way. And with that as well, the Columbus Blue Jackets go on an absolute tear to end the season post-deadline. We are going to the playoffs. We're probably going to get just destroyed. But we are going. 30 goals for Kirill Marchenko as we end the cap season. Butler to Sillinger. Uncle, hold on to that. Petchkoff. In front. Oh, baby! Cameron Butler! Who needs TJ Oshie? Big Cam Butler! That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Fourth liner that knows where to go. I love my grinders. Bang! Eat your heart out, Charlie Lindgren. Eat your heart out. I mean, Chychrun just lost him, too. You can't tell me that's improper defense from Chychrun because it's Jacob Chychrun. Eat it. Eat it, nerd. Let's change of attributes. We're going to do to edge on a base of some random shit. As far as I know, they're still not using edge in like a general sense. They might be referring to it, but it's not the basis for anything yet. Del Bell Blues, my goat. Honestly, we probably cost Del Bell Blues the chance at Rookie of the Year. Oh my god. Don't fight him. I mean, I don't know if he played enough to steal the Calder away from Lindstrom. Maybe he did. But out to the GOAT, Sean Monahan. Crazy, man. We're gonna make the playoffs. Severson. And Big Hunter McCown ends this game. The Blue Jackets go into the playoffs thanks to Luca Del Bell Blues. Unbelievable. DC, no Doc Emmerich in the games anymore, unfortunately. I wish. I gotta be honest, I don't hate on James Cybulski as much as other people do. Like, the problem is for James, like, he is taking over in a series where you've had Doc Emmerich, Gary Thorne, Jim Hewson. Like, he is in one of the worst positions possible in terms of trying to carry the torch based off of those who preceded him in this role. What a game for Magnus Hellberg. Funny guy. Funny guy. But we got to see Del Bell Blues, man. Back-to-back Hatties to end the season. Luca Del Bell Blues, and man, we are going to the frickin' playoffs.